Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Thursday, August 28th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. Many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas every day. If you're brand spanking new player to the game, if you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. Do you wonder why I have slightly more score than you? Take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. So talking about that, this is the very last week for the current Season 21 Season Pass, because next Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, will be a brand spanking new update and a brand new Season 22 Season Pass, which is pretty awesome. Now, in saying that, the tickets that you have available to you in this current Season 21 Season Pass, I recommend using them up if you can. Go through the pages and pick a couple things up, because those tickets do not transfer over as tickets to the next season. What will happen is the tickets that you have left over that you do not spend on the current Season 21, they will be converted into Ghoul bullion. All right, now Bethesda uses a little equation for that, so just an FYI, but I'd rather use the tickets because I know a lot of times you, believe it or not, you get maxed out on Ghoul bullion quicker than you think. I believe it's 10,000. Yeah. All right. I did re-roll a daily challenge here. It was complete a daily ops, and I got this one here instead. Collect toilet paper 2. Now, if you do ever re-roll a daily or weekly challenge, you do have a chance to get an epic one. I recommend doing the epic ones because you do get more score for them. Unfortunately, I did not get an epic one here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead. We're going to track it. What we had there was complete daily ops, so let's take a look and see what we have for daily ops here today. So bottom left hand corner of the screen. So it's today's daily ops there for the next 24 hours. Enemy mutations, volatile, explodes on death. Okay. Piercing gaze, greatly enhances perception. Right, just a little FYI there. All right, let's see what we have for these challenges here. See what we can do right here in our camp. There's a couple we can do in our camp. It's pretty good. Build a floor or wall decoration in a workshop or camp 5. So again, you go around the wasteland, you can claim a workshop. The workshop closest to you, your favorite one, whatever you want to do. Once you claim that workshop, you can go ahead and build your floor or wall decoration. We're just going to go ahead and build it right here in our camp. I'm going to go out back here. We have a little bit more room. Now you can choose to keep what you build. Definitely nothing wrong with that. If you do scrap it like myself, I recommend going to an area where it's not in a prefab or in a structure that you accidentally may scrap at the end. Let's open up our build menu here. Just going to go down here to floor decor. Depending on how long you've been playing the game, what you have available to you, if you don't plan on keeping it, I recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources. I usually recommend to people mats and rugs, because mats and rugs usually only cost us cloth or rubber, or cloth and rubber. And those are 2 items that we usually have a lot of, okay? But it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. I'm going to craft a couple of these Mothman Cultist incense. They're only 2 steel each. Just go ahead and craft 5 of these bad boys. Again, you can choose to keep what you build. When you do scrap it, you do get half of it back. Some nice easy score right there. All right. Let's take a look at the next one here. Build a bed, table, or stairs in a workshop or camp 3. All right, so same kind of spiel. You can go ahead and claim any workshop. Any workshop on the map is fine. One closest to you, your favorite one. Once you claim your workshop, go ahead and build your bed, table, or stairs. It could be one of each. It could be all the same thing. Really doesn't matter. As long as it's one of those items, we're just going to go ahead and build it right here in our camp. As I mentioned, it depends on how long you've been playing the game for and what you have available to you. And again, if you don't plan on keeping these things, I recommend, just building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources, like these really simple table here. In terms of beds, if you don't plan on keeping them, you can craft a couple of sleeping bags, stuff like that. And we're just going to go ahead and craft some of these tables here. Again, they just cost us 2 steel each. There we go. Again, when you do scrap them, you do get half of it back. And you can keep what you build. It's really up to you. A lot of people like to kind of do that. They kind of add or modify to their camp during these daily, weekly challenges. Nothing wrong with that either. All right, let's see what's next here. Scrap a piece of scrap junk. I was looking at this one. I said this one highlighted. Yeah, right on, Jim. Had to get some sleep, buds. Scrap junk to produce steel 10. Alright, so lucky for us, steel is a junk item in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench here in the game. Let's go to Tinker's Workbench here. You go ahead and go craft. Go down here to bulk. Go down here to the S section. So to bulk 1 steel, all you need is 2 plastic and 30 steel scrap from your stash or scrap box. Go ahead, you bulk your 1 steel, and then you scrap is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people who like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now, we can do it this way here, but, you know, some people like to do things the old-fashioned way. Go around, kill a bunch of enemies. You know, you can grab their weapons, you can grab their armor, and whatever junk. We get so much junk from enemies nowadays. It'd be very easy to satisfy this particular daily challenge. I usually find Scorched, Super Mutants, Mole Miners, and all human enemies will probably give you the most junk. Alright, so it's really up to you what you want to do. Tin cans are also a good source of steel as well, as each tin can gives you 2 steel and 1 lead. Alright, when you disarm can chimes, you actually get 9 tin cans, so just 1 can chimes will give you quite a bit of steel and quite a bit of lead. So there's about 6 of them here in Camden Park. There's 1 right here in Wells Station, at the station itself. Eastern Regional Penitentiary, sorry, right over here. That's a pretty good spot. Crevice Dam, Dire Chemical. Down here through Harper's Ferry, all kinds of can chimes there. If you come here to Sunday Brothers Cabin, you don't have to wait for Moonshine Jamboree to go on. These cans will be here, so when you spawn in, you go up the main driveway towards the house. You don't go to the main house itself. There's a little shack with a can-to-can roof right on the left-hand side. All kinds of tin cans in there, as well as there's usually about 4 Nuka-Cola Classic in there if you're looking for 4 of them right there on the table. This is a really good spot as well. And up here in Helvetia, I'm talking about the blue house right on the corner across the street from the yellow house. There'll be some Scorched inside. You just head upstairs into the kitchen right on the right-hand side upstairs. There'll be a little couple shelving there with a bunch of tin cans. I think there's about 4 aluminum cans there as well. That's a great spot there as well. All right, let's grab some can chimes here. Let's go somewhere different. Somewhere we haven't been for a little while. Go to Crevice Dam. Now, there will be Super Mutants here and Mutant Hounds for the most part. There will be a couple of bugs out on the bridge area, like on the dam itself. You can choose to interact with these guys if you so wish. Interact with these guys if you so wish. We can just go ahead and sneak right in here, right through the front door. See the can chimes from here. You guys hear that? Is that Treasure Hunter Mole Miner? It must be. So we also have Treasure Hunter Mole Miner. So there's a can chimes there. And of course, you can't see in the top left-hand corner because I'm here. But 9 tin cans were added. There's another 9. There's a bunch of other tin cans in there. So that's pretty cool. Treasure Hunter Mole Miners are back. So that's pretty awesome. Must be here for the weekend because it's Thursday. So that's cool. Didn't even realize that. Now, if you are looking for information on Treasure Hunter Mole Miners, I do have a couple of great videos. I did make a refreshed video just last year, and I show you where some great locations for Treasure Hunter Mole Miners. And I even show you how you can craft your own Mole Miner pails, the 3 different qualities, okay? And you can check out that video. I'll put it at the end of this one, now that I know they're going to be here all weekend. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to scrap up these can chimes here. Let's just head back to our camp. Why not? You can scrap them anywhere there's a workbench, train stations, another player's camp, what have you. We're just going to head back to our camp just to set ourselves up for the next challenge here. All right, so you can see the item stats right in the middle, 2 steel and 1 lead each. Look at that, 18 lead scrap and 36 steel scrap just from those 2 can chimes. Pretty awesome, eh? All right. Let's see what's next here, Jimmy. Yeah, we'll leave that one for last. I collect toilet paper too, so I did make a video last year. I'm not too sure if there's a link in the description for it, but it's easy to find here on the channel. It's just toilet paper locations, and again, I made it last year. I show you several locations, the videos all timestamped. You can check that out if you so wish. But basically, toilet paper you can find in most washrooms in and around the wasteland. Now, they will come across some washrooms where you can't pick the toilet paper up. So if that ever happens, there's nothing wrong with your game. It's just the way it is sometimes. But great spots for toilet paper. One of the best spots here in Lewisburg. It is the blue building, the Rob Van Lowe building. All kinds of toilet paper just upstairs, okay? They're kind of sitting on like a little antler toilet paper holder thing. It's pretty funny, actually. Pumpkin house right on the front porch. You see a skeleton in a wheelchair. I think there's 2 or 3 there. Another pretty decent spot here, actually. Where are we at here? All right, so in between the Valley Galleria and the Radset Bunker is probably right about this location. You can utilize the Fisherman's Rest as a free fast travel, but right about here, like right in the middle of this little river, you'll see a couple strangler vines there, and you'll see a safe that's opened up. There's a bunch of toilet paper inside the safe. It's a pretty good spot. Right up here in Morgantown Station. Pretty good little area for low-level players. The washroom inside the station will have 3 toilet paper there. Just to name a couple of spots there for you. Now, we only need 2 of them. Let's go to the pumpkin house so we can show you that one here real quick. There's other locations as well, but just going to give you a few, and you can check out that video that I made last year just in case you run into any more issues trying to find it. Go right on the front porch right here, burp, and there's 2 of them right here. Gonna go ahead and take them, get a nice little box of cigars. There we go, like toilet paper, just like that.
So many pumpkins to carve.
Oh, they're gonna get some cotton candy bites in here today. Right on, game, thanks. Let's see what's next here. All right, Cripple Ghoul's Lake too. All right, so you can find ghouls in many great spots and around the wasteland. Talking about the lower section of Clarksburg, going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club, Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Just west of Vault 76, we have the upper and lower parking lot there. Anywheres and around the streets and the monorail system of Morgantown, okay? You'll come across little patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half or 2. They're usually laying on the ground, and as you get closer, they'll kind of pop up. But Morgantown, like the streets and the monorail system's a pretty good spot. Probably 4 or 5 of them down here in Alpine River Cabins. The New River Gorge Bridge west or east, doesn't matter which side you spawn. There'll be some ghouls on the upper section and the lower section. New River Gorge Resort, so there's a good mix of ghouls and blot flies there. Charleston Capitol Building, so I'm talking about the level 50 DMV building. Down here in Lewisburg, and anywhere in around the White Spring Greens, the White Spring Golf Club, pretty good spot for some ghouls. Now, of course, we only need to cripple their legs, so any spot would do. So let's go over New River Gorge Resort. Let's do this one here. Why not? Fort Defiance might have a couple ghouls in there as well. All right, so again, because this is a daily, we only need to cripple 2 of them, okay? But if you have the right weapon and you have a perception of 5 or higher, you can actually go left leg, right leg. So with the right weapon, you can get both cripples on the same ghoul, okay? Of course, we do have a perk card that helps us out with that. is called Concentrated Fire here under Perception. So again, if your Perception is 5 or higher, you don't really need this card anymore. If your Perception is lower than 5, you do need this card in order to move your VATS around, okay? Now, it's just a daily challenge, so we only need to cripple 2, which is fine, but for the weekly challenges where we have to cripple like 18 to 30, I recommend using VATS and this perk card, or having your Perception 5 or higher, so that way there, if it's the right weapon, you can get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy, and really get it done very quickly. You guys have seen me play this game for a long time, and not all weapons are created equal when you're trying to cripple, alright? Most ballistic weapons work well: the bow and arrow, the crossbow, plasma caster, plasma rifle, shotgun with the enforcer perk card, left leg. So these are one of these weapons that are one shot, one kill most times, so we're going to need another ghoul here, and usually he's around here. Where did he go? Oh, there's it there. Alright, good stuff. Awesome. See what's next here, Jimmy? Kill insects 5. Alright, good stuff. So I do have a couple of videos here on the channel. It's called Kill Insects with Energy Weapons. They're a little older videos, but they're still valid here today, so you can check those ones out if you so wish. But some great spots for some insects. Probably one of the best spots here in south of Aaron Holt Homestead. So this entire field here, lots of insects here. Right over here there'll be a red barn, and there'll be some 3 bee swarms. So bee swarms also count as insects. And again, there's right by that red barn, you'll be able to take the honey out of the little beehives, and when you take the honey out of the beehives, another bee swarm will come out after you, and you can get quite a few just around that that little red barn itself. So I think the most we ever got down here at one time was about 19 insects. It's a pretty good spot for sure. Of course, right where I'm at here at the New River Gorge Bridge, east or west, doesn't matter which side, but the 2 sections of bridge, the upper section, okay, there'll be about 4 or 5 insects right in those 2 middle sections there, okay? Sometimes there's some insects here at the giant teapot. We do have an event that happens here at Camp Adams. Again, all kinds of insects show up for that bad boy. There's usually a couple ticks over here at the Moonshiner's Shack. There's usually quite a few bugs, like in around the mire area, more so like in around the retreat in the swampy kind of area, like in around Haven Church, for example. Right in between Big B's rest stop and the treetops, there's a little lake up here, actually. Usually some insects through there. And right where we're at, New River Gorge Resort. Again, a good mixture of blot flies and ghouls here, alright? Just to name a couple of spots there for you guys. So let's stay here at New River Gorge Resort. Took care of those 2 ghouls. Let's lock and load. And again, here's our main building. And I would say there's probably anywhere from 6 to 8 blot flies. They're kind of laying on the ground, so you see that guy right there. And they can be a little hard to get. That's how they're so small. I usually recommend going for the torso. If you have a silenced weapon like this one here, they're a little bit easier, because if you make too much noise, the ghouls will be coming after you at the same time. A couple of Mirelurks down there, as we know. He's having a hard time flying, that guy. And just around that corner on the other side of this main building, there'll be some more insects that kind of pop up there. Alright, so we're hidden right here, so let's just stay here for a second. We'll look at the last one. Craft or scrap a piece of power armor 1. So when you can go ahead and craft your power armor. Again, power armor does require a lot of kind of rarer materials, especially if you're lower level, in order to make that power armor. But again, these ones here, I usually recommend to go around, find some power armor pieces, and then scrap them. So you can get some power armor pieces from completing events. Okay, sometimes they're legendary, but that's fine. You can just scrap it. So that's one way of getting it. I did make a video, I would say about 4 or 5 months ago here on the channel. It's all time-stamped. I show you some great locations where you can find power armor chassis. When you find power armor chassis around the wasteland, because there's natural spawn points for them, they will usually have 1 to maybe 3 pieces of power armor on them, and you can just kind of transfer a piece over. So just an FYI, but sometimes it can be a little hard to find, because especially if you're on public servers with other people, a lot of people like to kind of search for power armor pieces and fix them up and use it for their own power armor, especially if for the newer folk. A lot of newer folks do that. So again, the locations I show you in that video, you may have to server hop a couple of times, but I think we showed quite a few spots where you can find power armor. So one such spot is right here near Gorge Bridge West. So let's just quickly fast travel over there. Now you will need a key to get inside this bridge door. And as I showed in that video, to get that key for the New River Gorge Bridge West, you come here to Camden Park. You get on top of the roller coaster. You don't need a jetpack or marsupial to get up there. Just walk up the stairs. You get on the roller coaster. Okay. The first set of the first set of those red ride, I think those seats there, you just keep going. And right around the corner here, like this section here, there'll be at the second set of the ride, of the roller coaster, there'll be a skeleton in the front seat with a backpack, and the key will be in the backpack, right? And that is the New River Gorge Bridge West key, right? That's how you get there. So let's pop over here. See, this is usually a pretty decent spot for me. I probably jinxed myself just by saying that. There's a ghoul there. Right, so you can see their Wedge Bridge key. Of course, I have it. And of course, the power armor's not here. That's fine. It's funny. I never picked this stuff up, and I'm on a private server. It didn't even spawn in for me. It's a good spot for some sugar bombs. There's usually 3 sugar bombs here. There's a purified water. It's a good little spot, actually. And usually there's a full fusion core down here, but he's not here today. Usually he's right here on this shelf. Weird. All right, let's go to another spot here. We're going to go to the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. This is why I save this one here for last, because I know even on private servers, some stuff just doesn't spawn in. As I know myself, I never pick this stuff up. I'm only looking for it for these daily, weekly challenges. All right, let's see if he's there. Won't let me look down my barrel for some reason. Right, so this is where it would be, but it's not here, but that's fine. Let's go over to Settler's Ridge. We'll just kind of keep going till we find a set of power armor, I guess. Yeah, sometimes I feel like you put the challenges in and they make it disappear for some reason. I don't get it. So this one here is not here either. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going, Jim. Where are we going to go here next, buds? Red Rocket Filling Station. Let's pop down here real quick. Unbelievable. Yeah. This one here should be out behind the Red Rocket, so let's pop over here. Wonder why it won't let me look down. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, he's not there either, because he should be right around that power armor station. Let's get a little closer. See if it spawns in for us if we get closer. No, don't see it there. That's fine. That is fine. Big Bend Tunnel West. Get away from me, will ya? Oh, yeah. Huh. They really know who they're messing with, eh? See you later. All right. Fortunately, okay. Next spot is Big Bend Tunnel West. Let's pop over here. Yeah. See, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. So it's not here itself. It's actually kind of turned right around. And we'll walk a little slow here. Just walk normally. And see if it spawns in for us. Doesn't look like it. If it's here, it'll be right here. Just standing right by this rail car. Oh, boys. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable. Alright, let's go somewhere else, Jimmy boy. Let's go somewhere else. Where are we gonna go here, bud? Let's try, yeah, let's try Point Pleasant. That's kind of a reach. I haven't seen one here in a very long time. We'll check it. We're gonna have to go through town here under the cover of night. It's fine. Huh. Whoa. Somewhere down there, game. Go right down here. Pass all these dudes. Oh, one guy saw me. Uh-oh. I've been had. So it should be under this bridge. Oh, no, nothing here either. Yeah, I haven't seen it here for a long time. I would be shocked if it would have been there. Oh, geez, little bugger got me. Alright, let's take a look here now. Alright, let me see. Yeah, they're not making it too easy on us today, are they? Where else do we have? I just trying to go through rack my brain here real quick. Looking for these power armor pieces here. Let's just server hop. Let's do that. We'll go to a server with other people and see if that matters. We're doing so good too. We're time-wise. Yeah. Yeah, might just craft one at that point. It's so odd though, as I mentioned, like if when we're not looking for it, you can find it like everywheres. However, yeah, that's fine. When you're trying to find it like times like this, you'll never find this stuff. It's almost as like that they take it out of the game. It's so odd. And I was on a private server. It doesn't even make any sense. Oh, there we go. The Ridge Bunkhouse prevails. Oh wow, quite a few pieces here. So again, just go ahead. We're going to take this left leg. We're going to transfer it over. There we go, just like that. Because we are on a server with other people, we'll just kind of leave that for the other folks. Go ahead and scrap this up. There we go. Have to scrap piece of power armor 1 for 1. Done. Wow. Amazing. We have a weapons workbench. We do here. I think we're done. We take a look here. We are fairly easy for the most part. Let's take a look at weapon of the day here, Jimmy boy. Might as well do it here. Anti-armor hunting night vision lever action rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage. Plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming. Night vision. Anti-armor explosive nimble. Hard receiver. Stabilized long barrel. Aligned stock. Long night vision scope suppressor. Hunter lever action paid. What is going on back there? 213 damage. 45 ammo. Single fire, and of course it's just a regular old lever action, not the Western Spirit, so it only has 5 available. And there are no mods for the magazine or the tube for this particular weapon. So just to let you know. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Oh, someone was getting killed. That's probably what happened. Perk cards. Again, nothing real special with the perk cards here, guys. These are our typical old rifleman build, I guess. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. Very happy with them, and they're all maxed out. Yeah, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, G. Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.